Alrighty, good morning, afternoon, and evening, whatever you're sitting down to watch this episode of the Caffeinated Dad Gaming live stream tonight. I'm going to get back into some Valheim. I've had a wonderful time in my short journey. As you can tell by the thumbnail, I defeated the very first boss with nothing but grit, spit, and a stick. I did it completely backwards. But I wanted to keep playing, mainly because I wanted to get a good taste of the game leading up to the 1.0. I know that the 1.0 might fix some of the earlier stuff. By the way, the 1.0 is coming in September 8th, I believe is the date. And there's still a lot of game that I have to play. And probably for the most part, there won't be a lot that I play now that will change drastically from the 1.0 release. So I decided I would give it a shot, get my feet wet, as it were, and enjoy it. And yeah, go from there. It's also a survival game that I have been highly recommended, and I just never got around to it. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. I hope you guys are ready to have a good weekend. It is Friday, which means that for the next 2 hours, I hope you guys have a wonderful time, ready for the weekend. Get yourselves ready to go, relaxed. That's the whole vibe, even though it's caffeinated and relaxed. That's what coffee does, I found, is that the more coffee you drink, it doesn't really make you less tired. It just makes your heart race. You're tired faster is the way that I go by it. Before I get into anything, in place of tonight's dad joke, I wanted to do something. And I thought about this earlier today, and I thought it would be interesting to kind of rank out and extrapolate out. Here, look, let me just go ahead and switch to it. Let's see if it's popping up. Yeah, there we go. I wanted to put together a tier list of major game genres for busy working dads. So in a sense, I wanted to rank each of the major game genres that we have. And I know that you can get down to the nitty gritty dark fantasies or, bullet hells. I mean, there's so many different levels. I went with the more prominent ones, the larger ones that you could see. And really what I wanted to do was to look and rank it for busy working dads. See what actually would be kind of like good for dads as far as people who don't have a whole lot of time to game. That's essentially what I wanted to look at. Before we get started, this should only take like 10-15 minutes. And I thought it would be fun, mainly because I put this onto Instagram, and Instagram had a lot of feedback on these games. And I was like, oh, okay, all right. Maybe I had it wrong. So I wanted to do it here, and I wanted to talk about this, and I wanted to rank each of the game genres for busy working parents, for parents who don't have a lot of time, busy working dads, and go from there. And this is probably going to cause some fights. And by the way, this is all almost 100% just me and my bias. Let me put it that way. So I will always say, if you truly enjoy a game, play the hell out of it. If you have an hour, if you have 10 hours a day, that doesn't matter. Play the game that you enjoy. Always. Life is too short to play a game that you hate. Let me go ahead and say that. But this is going to be based off of my opinion and some of the feedback that I've gotten. And I just wanted to, I wanted to stir the pot, so to speak. So the first gaming genre, which is the majority of my channel, is MMO. MMORPGs, massively online multiplayer, massive multiplayer online game or role-playing games. I know that this is probably going to ruffle some feathers. This is probably going to make some people upset. But for a busy working dad, I have to leave it at the C tier. Now, let me explain. All right. Some of the major will say, the big will say like 3, right? 2 out of the 3 big MMORPGs in my mind all include some type of subscription. You have to keep paying. You have to sink money in every time that there's a new expansion, and then you have to pay month to month. However, having said that, those live services, that payment for those live service games tend to be a lot better. I'm specifically looking at World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV. Both of those games have a constant feed of updates and constant service because there's a subscription to it. So there is a means to an end. However, for someone who doesn't have a whole lot of time, that's such a tight window. Like it's such a tight window. If you only got 3 to 4 to 5 hours to play per week, and that's all you play, that could be the only game that you play. But with the amount of depth that a lot of these MMOs come out with, and a lot of depth that they have, it's really hard for you to get to a point without feeling like you're constantly stuck onto a treadmill. That's not even talking about like any kind of seasonal things where you kind of lose progress and then you got to build up after every new expansion. It's tough, and I hate saying it and hate leaving it there, but I feel like it's really not, MMOs really aren't all that conducive for people who don't have a whole lot of time. I'm not saying that they're not great. Don't get me wrong. I very much love me some MMOs. It's tough. It is absolutely tough to be able to play MMOs as a busy working dad. And I'm going to leave it there because that one hurts. I love MMOs. That one hurt. The next one is ARPGs. ARPGs, in my mind, and vernacular, you're talking about Path of Exile 2. I think that they fall into the A tier. Really, really just usually very good, very in-depth, very fast to have some type of fun. I've done a working dad on Path of Exile 2 0.5. Love the game. The game is fantastic. It has a lot of really cool stuff with it. It is something that I recommend across the board. It is a fantastic game. ARPGs tend to be really good about being, we'll say, quick to fun, really short sessions. If you have 15, 20 minutes, you feel like you can progress. And like there's usually a lot of content that they can go through and you won't blow through it just in 5 or 10 seconds. But then the other aspect of it is that a lot of the times these are solo playable games or focused on solo play. So you can go at your own pace. You don't have to worry about other players unless you want to. And you have a pause button most of the time in most of the games if you're playing on a solo server. I'm thinking like Path of Exile 2. I'm thinking of Last Epoch. I'm thinking even other games like, Torchlight. Torchlight Infinite, I think, is out there. I feel like that one's got a lot of people. A lot of people don't like that one. But other ARPGs, Titan Quest, No Rest for the Wicked. These games tend to be really good for people who don't have a whole lot of time. They don't have a whole lot of, we'll say, they can take breaks for extended periods of time and not really fall too far behind. It's really, really good. Now, the only thing that keeps it out of the S tier, let me put it this way. The only thing that keeps it out of the S tier, the very top tier, is typically the fact that it can be incredibly in-depth and then it becomes a game of numbers. And to some people that might be enjoyable, but I found in my experience, especially not having a whole lot of time, I don't like to sit there and crunch numbers. I don't like to sit there and just be like, oh, does this min max? And it's like, this does 0.4% more damage and that's going to be able to movement. The fun happens very quickly, but by the time that you get to the end game, it's like you gotta, the difficulty goes up exponentially and it loses some of its fun. I'm just going to leave it there. I love ARPGs. They're one of my favorite gaming genres, but they're tough in that sense of crunching the numbers and finding out what works. Usually a lot of fun for just casual play, 100%. RTS games, real-time strategy games. This one's a B tier. I do like RTSs. I have a third channel, if you guys didn't know. I play Age of Mythology Retold. I love that game. It's one of my favorite games. Played Age of Mythology when I was a kid. RTS games are really good because for the most part, you can play by yourself, you can play against a computer, and constantly create new situations, new strategies, and usually very long campaigns. There's a lot of moving pieces that make it really interesting and really engaging. The only thing that I will say is that when you get into the higher difficulty against computers, or you get into the higher difficulty for, we'll say, against playing other players, then you lose your pause button, is the micro-intensive might be too much for someone who's just trying to relax at the end of the day. For a busy working dad, let me put it that way. I find myself, I have a hard cap. It's like back even when I played StarCraft 2, when I only had one kid, I could not keep up with these guys. And you can call me old, you can call me slow, what have you, but it was just too quick, too fast, and there was too much going on. Now that's my only point. That's my only point on RTSs. And also from there, sometimes the campaigns can run very long, and if you wanted to get a full playthrough, you might, they could have 20 to 30 different levels on their campaign, and each one takes an hour, and it's like, okay, that's 40 hours right there of continuous. That's all I'm playing for the next month. And to some people that might work. Unless it's really engaging, I find it hard for me to stick. That's why I give it a B tier. At which point you get confused if you've gone for extended periods of time. Yeah, Yeah, that's the thing. You come back and it's like, I have no idea where any of this is. It's actually more beneficial for me to just cut it and start off again. Survival games. Survival games, I think, are the only ones that are going to be S tier. If I'm to be 100% honest, in my experience, in my working on Working Dad games, survival games are phenomenal with solo play, re-entry, and time away. You don't feel like you're falling behind. Usually you can start a new character or go off and keep your old character. And yeah, like there's a lot of things that survival crafting games do. Personally, I found that to be one of the best genres for busy working dads. That is just me. And again, a lot of this is just based off of my opinion, my thoughts, and my feelings. As I've done more working dad reviews and I've tried to squeeze in hours of gameplay when I can, survival games have been the most forgiving. They have been the most engaging. They've been the most interesting across the board. Having said all that, I do know that some people say that it's like, I mean, even I could say is sometimes it's a little bit more brutal when you die. And then it's like, okay, well, now you got to do a corpse run like in Valheim, or you got to do something else to catch back up. I get that. However, it's also because usually there's a lack of preparation or there's a mismanagement on your end, and they're usually not that intensive. It rewards exploration. It rewards curiosity, which I really much enjoy, and it's something that I very much love. Survival games, S tier, no problem. Fighting games, this one was pretty simple for me. I put this into a B tier, really, because fighting games, and we're thinking like Tekken, we're thinking of the Avatar: The Last Airbender one. I've been watching that. That just came out. Fighting games are good with a lot of different aspects as far as being able to just load in, play a couple, and then go off. The problem that I find with fighting games, and this is personally why I try to avoid them, is, yeah, you might be able to play the story and you have, the combat and you do all that. I just find it, and funny enough, being too repetitive in my regard, and it's not as interesting. It could be the HD that I have and the mom that told me that I have 80 of them. It's just, I understand that there's a whole bunch of people who they love it. That's their whole thing. But being able, if I have an hour and I'm just doing the same fighting sequence against different bosses or different enemies, or heaven forbid I'm on PvP. Heaven forbid you're online, right? Like at that point, I'm just like, yo, that's a hard cut for me. It is, if you get online, you find the people who have far too much time on their hands. Anything PvP usually is rough. It's really rough. But fighting games, they can be really good. Basically, if you avoid online play. That's just me. That is just my opinion. FPSs, yeah, FPSs I put into C tier. I could argue B tier. So I know that there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of busy dads who clock out at the end of their day and sit down to play a couple rounds of Call of Duty, a couple rounds of Battlefield, if I think it's still around, Apex Legends, those types of games. FPSs can be very fun. I personally, there was a long stint back when my oldest, right around the same time Apex Legends came out, and that's all I played. I just played Apex Legends. It was fun, but I found myself getting too stressed and too sweaty. And it's not to say that it's bad. It's not to say that PvP isn't bad for, all intents and purposes, but it is so tough. It is so tough to not be upset. Say you had a shitty day at work and you get on and you get diddled by some sweaty, unemployed 30-year-old who played 15 hours today and you're in his crosshairs. Like, you're setting yourself up to rage. In my opinion, I feel like you're choosing the wrong game. FPSs, though, they do have, especially if you're good and you can handle the reactivity, they can be a lot of fun. They can be engaging. And if you can disengage from that, I would say it floats between a B and a C tier. I'll give it B just for the sake that I do know that they're it's an easy way to just turn off your mind and unwind. I'll give them that. Just like timers on resources or worlds, I feel that just reset. Like Enshrouded, map doesn't feel alive and it doesn't reward exploration at all. Yeah, and maybe if I get more into Valheim, I'll understand that. Enshrouded, I like because it's a handcrafted world, but it's also a little bit tougher to not, like, the next time that you go and play it, it's like, I know exactly where everything is. It's kind of like, it kind of defeats the purpose of, like, exploration and something new, I can get that. Grand strategy game. So this is like Civ. This is like the one I go off of is Total War, Warhammer 2, 3. What's it? Total War. What was the one that I really liked? Three Kingdoms, I think it was. This one is I would say is actually an A tier. I would say Grand Strategy tends to be really, really good because you can do a nice, decent campaign, and there's lots of ways that you can stop. There's lots of ways that you can pause. There's lots of ways that you can just step away and then come back. I will give it all that. The only problem that I have with Grand Strategy, the only problem that I have is that there can be some excessively long campaigns. I really do know, like even in like the one that I have the most experience on, I have like 300 hours into Total War Warhammer 2. I could have a campaign that could last 60 hours. Just one campaign, right? And if you think about that, if that's all the time that you have within, I don't know, like a week, a month, and you only have like 5 hours a week, 5 to 10 hours a week, like that's basically all you're going to be playing for a month and a half is just that campaign if you see it from start to finish, or you just don't finish it. So that's usually the only thing, is that grand strategies demand a lot of time, but there's a lot of really good benefits to them. And there's a lot of really good aspects that make them enjoyable. Let me put it that way. It makes them enjoyable. And that's why they get the A tier. They're not S. They're not perfect. A tier, I definitely will get. MOBA games, I'm sorry, I got to put into the D tier. MOBA games 100% go into the D tier. And the only reason that it goes in the D tier is that it's not that it's not fun, because again, there was a stint where all I played was League of Legends. I was a Nautilus jungle main for the longest time. That was all I played. MOBA games, my problem is that you are locked in. You can't have any flexibility. Short matches, 15, 20, 30 minutes, sometimes up to an hour, but you are locked in and you can't leave. And then when you have a whole bunch of stuff going on, i.e. the kids throwing up in the other room, your wife needs you, you got to take the dog for the walk. I mean, there's so many other different things. It's tough to lock in 30 to 45 minutes that you can't be bothered. And then heaven forbid you get into ranked, where people take that like full-time seriously, like it's their job. And then for some people, it is their job. It is very non-conducive to a busy working adult, to a busy working dad. 100% can't recommend MOBA, unfortunately. I know that's probably going to make some people mad. I know. The MOBAs can be fun if you're good at them. But if you want to relax at the end of the day, that's not where I would go. That's not where I would go. Turn-based, I put this in the same thing as strategy. Grand strategy does also have turn-based. But turn-based games, I view very much kind of like Baldur's Gate 3. I think XCOM are good examples. Those games are really, really good. I can guarantee, I know that they would be fantastic for a busy working dad. Same reason that they ended up in the A tier and not the S tier is because of the length of the campaigns. My brother-in-law has played Baldur's Gate, the Baldur's Gate game, like 6 different times, or played it all the way through. And he's like, oh yeah, the average one takes like 75 hours to play. And I'm like, holy crap, that is so much time within that time period to play. Holy crap. That one's so tough for me. The turn-based games are so tough for me because I know that there's a lot of really good ones out there. There's a lot of really good ones. What's it? There's a new Star Wars turn-based game. I think it's something Rogue Company. I don't know. I may be getting the name wrong, but there's like a Star Wars Commando game coming out that seems like it's XCOM, seems like it's Baldur's Gate-esque, and it looks really good. But it's just the only reason that this one doesn't get higher is because of the campaign length. That's a problem. It's a long time, and it's a long commitment if you want to see it all the way through. Usually very much worth it, very long time to get through, you know? Idle games. I did consider the idle games, but I feel like a lot of the idle games, in my mind, it's all mobile games to me, if I'm to be honest. I know that's bad. Zero Company, thank you, Myth. I appreciate that. Yes, that one looks really good. That looks really, really good. That might be something I try. I don't know. I think it's out now. I may be wrong. Extraction games, I got to put into a C tier. They and I think of very much of the sense like Mistfall Hunter. I would try Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov. The extraction games are good for a lot of different instances. If you only have short sessions, 15 to 20 minutes, 30 minutes of gameplay, it's usually very forgiving, even if you step away and you're AFK for a little bit. The problem is that you have the capability of losing all of your progress if you die. If you die to an enemy player who ganks you while you are fighting an enemy, or you take on a boss and you get killed and you lose all of your loot and all your gear and all your progress. Now, a lot of the times in those extraction games, it's easier to get it back. It's not as difficult. I will give it that. I will. However, I also find that it is less forgiving for someone who only has a couple of hours of gameplay. Like when I was doing a Working Dad's review of Mistfall Hunter, I got, like, I played for 2 hours straight, and then like at the hour and 45-minute mark, with I had a whole bunch of gear and a whole bunch of really good stuff, I died and I got ganked by another player, and it just sucked. It sucks the wind out of you. And that genre just in and of itself is the only one that I'm like, that I have to call it. That's it. It has to be a C tier. I can't rank it any higher, unfortunately. Story RPGs, I actually like for S tier. I think that they are S tier for busy working parents, mainly because usually those are single player games. And you can pause at a moment's notice. Like you said, Myth, you can usually take it on your own route and your own go. I love that. I love that aspect. And the fact that you get to move it along at your own pace. So I'm thinking like God of War. I'm thinking of like Red Dead Redemption. You get to control the momentum moving forward. I think that's what's really important. And it has a lot of flexibility. The game, it doesn't change after you log out and log back in. It's really, really good in that sense. Now, you could argue, the story length could be a while. However, I doubt it's a full playthrough of like a grand strategy or turn-based game. Story RPGs, fantastic. Single player RPGs that are amazing. Witcher 3 is another one that comes to mind. Fantastic for busy working dads, 100%. Souls-likes I put into the B tier because they are somewhat usually around story RPGs, but they are very demanding. They're thinking very much of like RTSs, where it's like, to be good enough to progress, you have to be at a certain level and certain tier. And I'm finding that out with Elden Ring. I think I'm outside of Volcano Manor now in my playthrough, and I'm having a wonderful time. I one-shot Estelle, by the way, Astel, the Natural Born of the Void. Thank you very much. One-shot that boss. But the thing is that there are other wall bosses that I ran into that I just banged my head up against for an hour and didn't make any progress. And that's the only downside that I can really see. Sometimes the campaigns can run pretty long, but I think I'm like 2/3 the way through, and I'm like at hour mark 25. So it's not really that bad, but the aspect of like being forced to like constantly bang your head and learn these mechanics for the bosses, I feel like that's the only reason that I would mark it a little bit less than an A tier. It would have gotten an A tier, honestly. And again, I look at it like in the sense of Elden Ring. Elden Ring doesn't have an authentic pause button. So if like something happens, yeah, dying is kind of forgiving. Like, yeah, you lose your runes, but you can go back and get them. The only problem I have for busy working dad, let me go ahead and say, the only problem that I have is that if you're fighting a boss and you've hit like a mechanic wall, it can make you rage induce. It makes me rage induce, and it's like, it takes me an extra hour to go to bed because I get all sweaty and stressful. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I have a problem. I don't know. It's the same reason that I had to stop doing arenas in World of Warcraft, because it would be the end of the night and I'd be completely stressed, sweaty, everything. Roguelite games. Now, I had to get this right. Roguelite and roguelike are two different things. Roguelite with a K is essentially like the extraction game. You start a run and you get as far as you can, and then when you die, you lose all progress and come back. Roguelite is you add things along as you go that makes your next run a little bit better. Usually these are very short and self-contained. This gets an S tier. Roguelike games, I think, are fantastic for busy working dads. You have short little windows. You have little, we'll say progress. You're expected to kind of to die, to fail, and then you get progress back. You know, like that kind of feed forward system, I feel like is really underrated. I feel like it does busy working dads a lot of justice in that sense. I don't know. Every time that I've seen a roguelite, I've been like, I like that. I like the idea of a new run. You get a little bit better. You got some kind of perk that makes it a little bit easier, and you just go from there. Those types of games, I'm very much on board. They're usually very friendly for busy working parents. 10 for 10 would recommend. I like roguelites. Sports games are pretty good. I put them at the B tier, unfortunately. And the only reason I say that, and again, I'm a little bit biased, sports games, I don't find as much interest. I know that's going to make some FIFA people. That's going to make some Madden people, 2K players. Like, I respect that you have your time, and I respect that that's the game that you want to play. I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of sports games. I played some Madden, and I did like the career mode, which was cool, but I don't know. Like, it's the game itself, the genre itself. Usually it's like what, like a half-hour game, 40-minute game that you play. Say you're playing like a football Madden type game, and usually you have complete control. You can pause, you can do all that, unless you're online, and then there's other steps. But it's usually pretty good. It's something that you can come back to and kind of pick up and understand, and it doesn't really change all that much. I also really just don't find them all that interesting. That's also me. A disrespecting sports game is going to make some people mad. Yeah, I know. I wanted to be honest. Let me go ahead and say I'm being honest to you guys. All right, so here's our tiers. This is what I have. S tier, best of the best for busy working dads. You got survival, story part RPGs, roguelites. A tier games, you have ARPGs, grand strategies, turn-based games, think like Baldur's Gate, XCOM, things like that. B tier, we have the most. We have RTS, we have fighting, we have FPS games, first-person shooters, Souls-likes, and sports. I'm sorry, it is going to make people madden. It's not ranked higher. C tier, MMOs and extractions. One costs too much time to play, and then the other just kind of wipes everything for a seasonal reset. It's tough, but yeah. And D tier, MOBA. MOBAs can be fun, and they can be interesting, and they can be engaging, but it is so tough to really commit that kind of time. Now, this is 100% biased. And again, as I said, this is 100% on me. I wanted to do this, set the record straight as far as what kind of games are best for a busy working dad. If you guys are watching this later, comment down below. Tell me how wrong I am. Tell me how stupid my haircut is. All that jazz. I appreciate all that. Any kind of feedback I love. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, doing all that jazz. But having said that, that's where I'll wrap this up. Let's go ahead and get into Valheim. That's what the reason you're here for. I wanted to do that, and I wanted to talk about it because I had to put, essentially, I wanted to rift. Like I just wanted to rift about it and rift about the thought process that I had, Like that was kind of my objective. That was kind of my goal, so to speak. Are you gonna play? There we go. We got some Valheim going. We're going to start out with some Caffeinated Viking. And we're starting on the Caffeinated. Okay. Move that along. I appreciate you guys hanging out, listening to that. It was a thought process that I had. And I had to talk about it. I have arrived. Where's settings? I got graphics. There we go. Okay. Yes, this worked correctly. Here we go. Cool way to start the stream. I thought it was fun. All right. So now that I'm here, I had some time. I was paying attention. Yeah, I just realized you guys can't hear crap. All right. The last time that I was here, I had some stuff. I need flint. That's what I need. I had to fight the deer. The deer was a big problem for me. But we beat him. We beat him down. Showed him who's boss, as it were. Living World Season 1 is leaps and bounds better than... Yes, it is. There's something stomping around here. Give me my stuff back. Yes, Living World Season 1. Oh, perfect parry. Living World Season 1 is 100% better than most of... Where's my spear? Than what... Oh, I already have it. the main Guild Wars 2 game. Is that is 100% true. I think the thing is that they wanted to do more, I think, with the game, with the core game, but it never came out. It never came to fruition. And 1984, I could take some stuff, but don't spell it out all for me. I'm just trying to explore, live my life. There we go. Give me some HP. No, I don't think that's flint. That might be flint. I like how it's made with the deer's antlers. Or is this just stone? Yeah, no, this is flint. I punched I punched a fish. Oh, I did punch the fish. He's immune. He takes 0 damage. Oh, that's pretty cool. It looks like it terraformed. Look. Like, it does. So look, I can remove this and add the water to that area. And now there's water. Oh, that's pretty cool. Get back in there, buddy. Okay. Yeah, Guild Wars, the Living World season was leaps and bounds better in my mind, as compared to the base story. I don't think you can swim. Get me out of here. Okay. But I say the Poison Tower and Attack on Lions Arc Raid sucks. Yes, the actual like campaign fight, I should say the story fight is it's rougher. I will give you that. But when you actually get into, if you ever get to doing the strike mission for that, it's a lot more doable. I think on my Elementalist, I need an axe. Do I even have an axe? I don't have an axe. On my Elementalist, it was tough. It was tough, but I was able to heal as an Elementalist for like the first time. Oh, okay. Excuse me. It was great. It was stressful, but it was a lot of fun. I 10 for 10 recommend. What kind of class are you playing? What do you got, Jack? So I don't even know what the Raven wants me to do. I have the Grace of the Stag. That's all my status effects. I guess it's just like you go out and explore. Do I have an axe? Can I make an axe? I need wood. I thought I had one. Oh, yeah. I have a stone axe. Yeah, I knew I had a flint axe. Don't lie to me. There we go. Kind of leaning into the whole game has no PV matchmaking problem. Excuse you. A chat decided to stop. Play Sylvari Garden. What's wrong with my hut? My hut's fine. Kind of. Everything's fine. I don't have any cookable items. Oh, it is not okay, actually. All of this took damage when that damn deer came through. What's it? I need this. Nope, that's the wrong one. I think it's this one. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That deer came through and wrecked this entire place. Freaking deer. Haven't seen you in a while. Did you quit 14? Yeah, I stopped playing 14 for a little bit. And oh, nice. I stopped playing 14 for a little bit. Actually, truth be told, it would really came when my wife was, we were expecting our next child. That's really the main reason that I stopped. And that was due to us having some, we'll say, some concerns. It's the easiest way to put it, the best way to put it, with with my wife and our potential baby. So it was ending up becoming very stressful for my wife, and especially on the nights that I streamed. I think I was only streaming twice a week. That was really what it was, but it was becoming tough on her, and I decided that it was best that I take a break from streaming, just so that we didn't really have any issues, you know. And it didn't. That ended up working perfectly, because my beautiful baby girl she's 3 weeks today, matter of fact, 3 weeks old. And she is growing. That is I love my daughter, but she's getting big very quickly. Being rested while making anything has a lot more efficient. Take the time before you, and you could also get it by go sit next to your fire. I think I have to enclose my fire, I think, is my main issue that I'm having. Nice. Okay. Hey, thank you guys. She's doing good. Baby's doing great. Haven't really had extend this out a little. There we go. Let's flip that around. Now I don't like that. Actually, you know what? Let's just do one. We'll do one, and then I guess I'll try to figure out how to do the damn thatch. I think it's this one. No. Give me that back. I will admit the weather effect is actually pretty cool. There we go. Smoke is a thing with the fire. Thank you. I'm figuring it out. I will admit I very much love the building system in this game. There we go. There we go. Okay. So let's do, I don't even know, do I have floor right here? Oh, you feel cold. I wonder why. I'm standing out in the frickin' rain. There we go. All right. Crafting. Oh, it can only be... That's kind of a pain. Put it right there. Then that way it's protected. There we go. Look at that. Hey, Vic. What's going on, VCT Lima? Good to see you. Congrats on the new baby. We have a 2-year-old and a 4-month-old. Let's go. You're in the... Dude, I wish you the best of luck. It is... And my wife and I have gotten to the point where we're both like, can I just put that over there? I guess I can't. That we understand that. Okay. we understand that it's like, you know, it is kind of one of those things that this is our last, like, and we know that's the issue. How is my guy not dying of like smoke inhalation? At least I'm sheltered and I'm not wet, you know, like that's, I guess that's all that matters. I might want to extend this out just one more. It's gonna look gaudy, I know. My wife and I are very much of the mindset that we're like, we're happy that this one came and had no issues, and that looks horrible. Get your life together, Calf Dad. But it's also kind of like one of those things where we're also, you know, a little sad. It's a little sad to know that this is your last one. We very much, both my wife and I love being a dad. It's like my favorite thing. I will never do anything better than being a dad. 100%. Like that is my whole life. Am I out of wood already? Hot damn. All right, let's go. Let's stop building. Come on, Bob the Builder. There we go. Well, I didn't need that, but oh. No, come back here. I popped the cooldown, and it's a 20-minute cooldown. Come here. I'm gonna spear your ass. Lead the target. Oh. This one's a Grey Dwarf? I don't know that one. Oh shit. Sneaking up on me. We were both of the mindset that, like, if we could, if we financially could do it, we would have had more kids. This is my 4th daughter. I have 4 daughters, by the way. And I love it. I love being a dad. And I will never do anything better than being a dad. It's like one of those things that, like, if I could financially do it, my wife and I financially could do it, we probably would have another kid. But we also realized that there would be a lot more concessions that would have to happen with my daughters already. It would have to be a lot more things that they have to give up. Jesus. That they would have to give up, and we just made the decision that 4 is where we're gonna stop. And that's what we're gonna do. But I love it, dude. Honestly, Myth, it's great. Like, and you know what's funny? One of the things that I actually really, I feel like a lot, like some people miss. Let me put it this way: it's some things that parents miss, dads miss, is that it is so much. Being a dad is so much more than providing a paycheck. You know, like I get it, that is an important aspect, but it isn't all that it is. You know, like it isn't all just because you are, you know, you're bringing in money. Like that is only a part of it. Like the other huge parts, the big parts that I look at are like, you know, are you showing up for the kids' activities? Are you there for the important moments for the kid? Like, you know, like those types of things. And I have always enjoyed that. I've always thought that was this is gonna look ugly as shit, I'll tell you what. I feel like that's one of the big things that a lot of dads miss. It's like, yes, it is important to bring home the bacon and to work with your spouse to bring home the bacon, absolutely, but that can't be all that you do, you know. Oh, I'm out of stone. Yeah, kind of. I need 7. Oh, that's nice. I like little corners. I think it's funny too, is the more I talk about it, the more I sound like my old man. My old man was very much of that mindset too. He was like, I would have more kids if I could. That looks ugly. Why are you guys letting me build ugly things? All right, hold on. That's close enough. Yeah, 100% would definitely have more kids if my wife, if we could, you know. Did you do anything with the queen bee you looted? I have not touched the queen bee that I looted. Truth be told, I kind of forgot about it. This is just wood beams. Yeah, that kind of works. Don't let me design your guys' house. Does this need to be, like, by a fire or something? Oh, it just needs to be up here. All right, cool. Now we got some stuff. Why am I building ugly things? Thank you. You stopped me. All right, I need to hunt some deer now. I need to get a leather helmet. Wood tower shield. That looks pretty good. I don't even know what time of day it is. I assume that it's night somewhere at some point. I have no idea. Nobody. I got lost in my building. That's what I did. Look at this ugly building. I am trapping so much smoke in here. Will that burn my shit down? Probably, right? Need to go. Nice. Okay. This is probably doing nothing but burning everything in here. I like how that gave me skill for jumping. Nice. Got to make sure you maximize the smoke inhalation. Really builds that immune system. Jesus. Out here trying to smoke my dude out. Oh, I'm out of wood. I'm always out of wood. It's a wood simulator. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I like these. I'm just gonna remove those. Yes! Maximize the smoke. Fantastic. All right, let's go hunt some deer. I need to go hunt some deer. And if I... Oh. No, don't sit down. I didn't want you to sit down. Get up. Control. There it is. How? There's no way you could see me. Stupid deer. All right, let's see if I can't, like, sneak up in another direction or another way. Notice a chimney. No, Deborah, we all must die of smoke inhalation. I'm gonna say down by where my big bad deer was last stream. It's probably where I will find. Oh, there's a deer. Damn it. Kill the beans, dude. What the hell? All right, come on. Come on. Come on, bring it. All right, now I lost my deer, but I got jumped. Jumped by a bunch of boars. Where the hell did my deer go? Can smell you. You say the wind streak and you say downwind from the... Oh, that's really interesting, actually. All right, I found some mushrooms. I'll take those. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Now I just need to find a damn deer. No, I'm not. We're not doing that again. Alright, the wind's blowing this way, so I need to find deer on my left. Nom. Eat all the stuff. There is no smell mechanic? Well, the thing is I can't even find any damn deer. Let me just go ahead and let's get the what? Oh, get speared, son. Got a boar trophy. I'm not gonna lie, this world is beautiful. Like, at first I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna like these graphics, but it's like, as I play more, I'm like, yeah. I see why y'all play it. Get comboed, son. You're already looking like a pro. That's how, apparently, half the freaking comments that I got were like, you idiot, eat something. I was like, I didn't know, I panicked. And then the deer chased me and the deer was yelling at me. Oh, I saw a deer. Way off in the distance, I think. Oh, yes. All right. Oh, there's 2 deer. Common misconception. Okay. All right. They're over near my base. I think. Now they're gone. Evening, Barbarossa. Good to see you. I am hunting the deer while also fighting boars. All right, there's no way you see me. This whole game is just me hunting a deer. It's a deer hunting simulator. That's what this game is. Deer's gonna get me killed. Ow! Freaking deer? But the characters, not so much. Yeah, well, and it's also, like, I think this game's been out in early access for, like, what, like 5 years? Like, to give the game credit, I mean, I think it started out as a small team of developers. I didn't even see that deer, truth be told. And then he just runs off into the distance. I killed a whole bunch of deer on my last stream, and I did great. Damn it. Killed like 4 deer on my last stream. And now I can't seem to hit one. Holy crap. Ugh. All right, maybe a spear isn't the best thing once they're alerted to you. Yeah, I might have to just make a bow. I'm gonna try this. I'm sneaking around in the tall grass. You don't see me. I don't exist. You can't even hear me. Somehow you heard me. It's easier with a bow. Okay. All right, let's go frickin'... I don't even know what do... I can't even make one here. I gotta go back to my base. Yeah, it's probably much easier for me to do a bow. Okay, yeah. I don't know why I thought a spear would work. I don't know, like, I was like, it's a caveman kind of thing. Like, we're Vikings. I could throw a spear before I could walk and drink a pint. As a working man, I appreciate your videos. Hey, Ruby, I'm glad glad my videos help out. How do you feel about backseat gaming? Only mild things. Like, I don't want you to basically tell me how to play the game, but like if there's like something gaping or like, oh, hey, did you know? Oh my goodness, it went between his legs. Stupid deer. All right, let me just go make a bow. It's probably low as well. Yo, no, I'm not playing this game. Not playing this game. Stupid whore. All right, let me go make a bow. Let me go make a bow. It's okay. We'll figure this out. We got our nice little base. Look, our nice little base is capturing all this smoke, making sure that you die. What do I need for a bow? I need leather scraps. Okay, how many do I have? I have 4 here. I need some wood. Okay, I can do that. I know I have arrows because I made those the last time I was here. Leather. Nope. Oh, I had deer. Of course. Get it together, Caffeinated. I don't need any of that. Leather scraps. Wood. I have those. I have these things. Okay. Hey, Death Junkie. Thank you for grabbing a cup. Crude bow. We're gonna craft a crude bow. And I have 20 arrows. Can I make more? Yeah, let me make more. And actually, I probably should repair all my stuff. Okay, all right, let's do this. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Look how he has it slung over him. It's not just... Excuse you. I did not say that you could turn off. Thank you very much. All right, let's do this. I'm back. Now we're sneaking up onto... Oh, yeah, sucked it. I don't know why that made me so mad. Yes! Okay. Bow is 100% where we gotta go. We just gotta sneak up on them like little sneaky snakes. Little sneaky rat. I'm a snake. All right, let's hunt some deer, folks. That made it so much easier. Oh my gosh, imagine hunting a deer with a bow. Actually, hold on. Let me rearrange because I want to have my spear in case I come across any boars. I think that's a boar right there. I don't know. Aim higher than you think. Actually, you know what's fun? When I was a kid, I went deer hunting actually frequently with my old man. My old man took me deer hunting a lot, and that was kind of like our thing. Yeah, always aim a little bit higher. And actually, depending on the bow, specifically the bow, the drop on the basic bow is real. Yeah. Basically, you measure for that. You measure for the drop, but then you also measure for the twang when you shoot your bow. The deers tend to drop a little. They tend to, like, their natural instinct is to fall to the ground. So they'll do that. So you have to factor that in if you aim too high. There's a little rascally rabbit right there. Wow. You guys weren't kidding. That drop is severe. Like I guess I was also fighting uphill. Crouch. Can you crouch and shoot? No, that would be cool. I was standing there because it like the deer went by. I'm treating this like an actual deer hunt. Like I'm standing where the deer is going to walk and I'm aiming where the deer is going to walk and I'm already visible on that side, but they can't see me. Derek, Joyce, thank you for grabbing a cup. If you guys got a mug, go ahead and toss it up. The hell did that deer go? See, this is what I need. I need like a large shooting alley. Oh, no deer crouch. Oh, okay. Very good point, Barbarossa. All right, there's a deer. Ah! Dropped. All right. So that's 2 deer in the bag. See, I'm figuring it out. It's a little sweaty. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I'm fighting for my life here. I don't like that the music changed, or it tried to change. All right. I think I would feel happier if I got like 1 more deer. The hell? $15 stacks of 250 bloodstone dust. All right, yes, for that. Oh, there's a deer. For bloodstone dust, it's not necessarily the most useful item. You get it for basically everything. I guess I die now. You get it basically for everything. Bloodstone dust I found is best used for... What's the eater? There's an eater for bloodstone dust. It's not princess. Princess is dragonite. There's a consumable. You have to unlock it. And basically it converts all of your bloodstone dust into a resource and you can get rid of it. Unfortunately, there's really not too many uses of it. It was originally for crafting in... Oh, damn. It was usually used for crafting ascended level gear. However, you can get ascended level gear. Oh, the snipe through the tree. You can get ascended level gear from almost anything now, and it's a lot less valuable. It was one of the early game aspects that they used for being able to get ascended level gear. Now you can get ascended level gear all the time, and it's not really that, it's not needed. Honestly, like, you can convert it into, if you have crafting, you can convert it into bloodstone bricks, but even then, those are only, kind of useful. Oh, we're getting better with the deer hunts, baby. And I got 10 deer hide. I'll take it. I do still need, I feel like I need some deer scrap or some boar scraps. Now, is there any skills for those who actually who know more about this game than I do? Are there like any weapon skills, or is there like a progression system that way? Like as you level up, you get better, you can put more experience somewhere, or like, is there anything like that, or is it you just get better gear and craft better weapons? Like, is there a talent system? I guess is the best way I'm trying to say. I didn't think so. At least from what I've experienced thus far, it doesn't seem that way. Oh, I can make a leather helmet and a leather trouser. They squeak a little when you walk. Seeing as I don't think I'm wearing a helmet. You get better gear and better weapons, and you level up by your skills. Okay, gotcha. Nice. Oh, I can make fire arrows. Just skill up by using things. All types of weapons have their own level. Oh, okay. The fire arrows look pretty cool. I need 6. How many do I have? I have 4. I gotta stop leaving this damn gate open. Stupid little critters, man. I have feathers. Actually, I tell you what I need to do. I need to go cook some stuff. All right, only leave that on for like 30 seconds. I cannot have any more coal. I have far too much coal. Way too much. Put that in there. Nice. I'll probably put the club in because I have the spear and I have the axe. Okay, that was my cue. That was my cue. Ah! Actually got cooked boar meat this time. You gotta listen for the sound effects, baby. The 3 triangles on the menu show your skills. Oh, okay. Fist, axe, sneak, bows, spears, dodge, knives, and swim. Okay. The bow, your aim improves. It takes less stamina and drawback speed increases. Oh, okay. All right, so there's like just little perks that you pick up as you go through. That makes it easier. Got it. There we go. All right, fire's gonna keep burning. Yes, I know I'm cold. That can go there. I have a bunch of meat, uncooked meat. I want to summon the angry deer guy again. I'm going to need some deer hide, but that is going to be a tomorrow venture. Actually, what can I make with building? Can I get anything? Stone pile, coal pile, round pole. I can make a raft. Need leather scraps though. Oh, I can make a beehive. All right, let's try making that tomorrow. Okay, there we go. It's all skills. Every level of skill improves something by a small amount. So every level of running, you use slightly less stamina and move slightly faster. Oh, okay, all right. I like those kind of things because then that makes it feels more engaging. That's just me. Like it feels like I'm getting stronger. Arguably, I tell you what I do need. I probably need to hunt more deer. To be able to to have better armor. Dropped. Look for houses. No way! Oh, we got the fade away. Oh, that was such a good hit. Did you guys see that? Oh my goodness. Oh, I landed the shot. Oh, that was pretty cool. All right. All right, trick shot. GG. That's what we... Lead the target. That was into the wind, too. That is wild. Nah, that's pretty fun. All right. In the comments in your first video, but this game is one of the best regards to progression. You will get the things you need when you need them. And I think that's the thing is that, like, I'm just... I could eat another bite. I think I'm just looking for that really... Like, I want to get the... I want to at least get the leather armor. No, run away, run away. I want to at least get the armor. Ah, juked. Damn. I'm just wasting arrows at this point. I want to get at least some upgraded armor before I go anywhere. Like, I have the flint axe, and I think that's going to be the axe that a weapon I primarily use. Between that and the spear. I do like the spear, though. Officer, I swear the deer ran into my spear. I swear. That was not me. That was not on purpose. The deer ran into my spear. Oh, the AI didn't get me. All right. I think because that's how many do I find? I have 2. I think that's enough. I think that's enough to make the leather armor. So let's go ahead and make the leather armor. And I wanted to get I can make a beehive if I have wood. I like how the birch tree is too hard. Refreshing. Don't follow me. I just clear cut 5 trees. Holy crap. Before the next biome, I was just going to explore the rest of the biome. Like, I've only gotten such a little part. The main reason is that I had to keep running away from that damn deer. That Rudolph the lightning reindeer kicked my ass. No, I have the flint axe. I have the flint axe. Right? Yeah, I have the flint axe. Okay. Like how that didn't knock down that tree. All right. Let's go, because we got our food buffs and all of that. Let's repair our weapons, repair our stuff, and let's go explore. Leather tunic. How many do I need? I have 2 in my pocket. And then I got 4 right there. Nice. I'll take that. All right, so that will give me the leather tunic. I won't worry about the leather trousers, because I think the trousers require 6, and I've done enough deer hunting. There we go. Oh my god. I hate these little birds. Get out of my base. And they don't do anything. They just stand around. Ugh. Freaking loiterers. I hate these dang loiterers in my base. I can put that there. No, that goes in the other one. Let's do that one. There we go. All right. It's not too good to establish where you are. I've realized that with most survival games, like, it's don't even worry. Wait, how many arrows do I have? I have 24. Can I make more? I don't have any wood. Okay, that's fine. We're good. Let's do, and we'll move this one up front. Move that there. Okay. I've gotten to the point where I realize that my base is probably, like, don't get too invested. And I think that's probably just good advice. Let's go over there. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Let's follow the ping. Tell you stuff, better to discover it on your own. Yes, please. If you guys are watching and you're more experienced at this game than I am, which probably most of you are, please let me just suffer and figure it out on my own. I thrive on figuring things out as I go, and actually, hold on. Yeah, if I put those away, I run faster. I'm very much of... I totally jumped that one, so that's fine. Trying to figure it out, trying to understand the game and go from there. Do I drown if I run out of stamina and water? Probably, right? Probably. Really? You can't climb up the damn little bank? Okay. All right, I got some better armor. Let's go. I also do want to take this time, if you guys are watching, I have a couple of Working Dad videos coming out around, I don't know if you guys paid attention, but the survival genre is going to be exploding here in the month of September. 1.0 for Valheim is on the 8th. On the 15th is 1.0 for RuneScape, which is wild that they're a week right around each other. Then on the 22nd, they are doing Dune Awakening has its first or single player and console release, which is going to be huge. And then it's like one of those things that it's to me that's a big deal. Like being able to play solo, I think is the hell is that? Okay, I thought it was like a bobcat. Is a really big deal. And then Enshrouded 1.0, Enshrouded is, oh, I guess I've hit the next biome. Enshrouded is not until October 15th is their 1.0, but there's a lot of games that are going on. It's very exciting. Seek them out. Okay. Well, if I know anything, then the music change and just stones. Dropped them. Figuring this deer thing out. How's that not a headshot? Okay, so the furs just dropped normal wood. Okay, well, this is the whole ass ocean. Oh, hey, tin. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of games that that are coming out, and I wanted to play again. As I said, oh, nice. I said at the beginning, was it the Valheim probably isn't going to change drastically. Oh, hey, carroties. For me, because there's a lot of game that I still haven't gotten to, and then when they introduce the Deep North, I'm not even near there. I'm not even ready. So you need Surtling in dark places, been Surtling cores. Okay, and I need to look for them beneath the earth. Fantastic. All right. Well, if I find any more tin deposits. Is this just stone? I think this might just be stone. I'm gonna keep whacking at it for a minute. Yep, that's just stone. Nope. Stupid whore. Dropped. It is, and it has a lot of durability. I think there's headshots. Are there headshots in this game? It seems like when you land a critical hit, or at least a headshot, it seems like it does more damage. I may be just making that up. I just heard something growling at me. What the hell was that noise? Oh shit, that sounds like a bear. Where is he? I swear to God, I just heard a bear. But not a vast majority. Oh, okay. I swear I just heard a bear. All right, so I'm gonna try to swim across. Can I swim faster? I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Can I? Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I am glad I tried that before fully committing. All right. We can cross this way. We'll cross this way. I'll get to this other side, and I think I might build a temporary base. I don't like that purple glowing shit in the distance. Now, yeah, no, I don't want any of that smoke right now. I'm just trying to build a base. I think up here is probably going to be as good as any. That's a good enough distance between one house and another. Let's get a nice little flat area. Oh, that's a skeleton. I do not want that kind of smoke already. Let's build up on this hill. This looks like a cave. It is. It is a cave. All right, let's go over here. Crafting hammer. I don't even have wood. Fantastic. It's almost like you played games before. It's like one of those things where it's like I've been burned before. You know, like it's like if you've made enough mistakes before, you realize like, oh, that's dumb and I shouldn't do that. No, that's probably what it is. Don't be an idiot. All right. Look at that. All right, let's go this way. I'm gonna build my base. This right here looks like a nice little flat area. where I can build my house. Yo, hey, yo, chill. Oh, it's a gray dwarf. Out of here. My base. All right, let's... Oh, hey, gray dwarf eye. All right, let's build... Can I... Oh, you can level it before you build. Okay, nice. Safer and still close to important resources. Nope, I want this spot right here. I know it's probably going to piss you guys off. But... Got you. All right. Oh, you get a Grey Dwarf trophy. But it will punish you if you're not being prepared. Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm figuring at. It's like I've gotten this far, and I guess what I'm looking at is like I just don't want to run back. That's all I'm trying to avoid, you know? All right, so let's build here, right? And then we need wood pole. There we go. Yeah, let's go ahead and build this, and then that way I can kind of like have something to work off of. Yeah, I like this plan. Yeah. So I need cross beams. And I'm out of wood immediately. And the sun's going down. Shit. It should be your choices, yeah. Well, it's like one of those things where as I've gone through, if you figure it out on your own, you don't forget it, you know? Like, I try to say this about a lot of different games, and I try to say this, that it's... Yeah. It's... you gotta be able to just go out and do it your own. You gotta go out and figure these things out as you go on your own, you know? And that's also why I kind of like survival crafting games, is because a lot of the times you don't get... Oh, is that a hammer? You can make a two-handed hammer? Oh, that's a game changer. Break the stump. How does the stump take 3 hits? How does it take 4 hits? There we go. All right, we're figuring it out. All right, let's... Nice. Let's go ahead and build that. Oh, sick, kind of works. We'll do the 1, 2. We'll get rid of those. Can I... All right, I need to build a campfire before I do anything. So first, I don't freeze. It's two guys back again, yeah. Yes, I am trying not to die in Valheim. Damn it. Don't move. Whoa, whoa, hey, yo. Hey, yo, chill. Okay, ow, that kind of hurts. Did I get poisoned? Nope, caps lock. Turn that off. I think I might be dead. I think I might be dead. I don't think there's anything I can do. Poisoned. Fuck! Ain't no chill, be dead. I don't even know like what I was supposed to do at that, because now I'm all the way back at my own base, aren't I? I gotta do that long. Yep, back to the first base. All right, let's get to morning, because it seems like they come out at night. And then we'll get our stuff. Dodge roll the poison. That's probably what I should have done. All right. I want that to be it. Buy a nice coffee for late nights with baby. Hey, Dagoth, I appreciate you, buddy.
First time doing a YouTube donation. Buy a nice coffee for you during those late nights with the baby. Or buy for your wife.
I'll tell you what, my wife has been an absolute champ, and the fact that she can now drink coffee, it's a big deal. So Dagoth, I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I actually, one of the things that we got her, or I got her, or she got, listen to this, she got for me for my birthday, but it was like a month early, was an espresso machine, and that thing she lives by now. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm literally about to die because I'm drowning. Like eating and resting. Yeah, probably. Well, I got her, she got this espresso machine. She got it for us. And she loves the hell out of that thing. And when she was pregnant, obviously can't really drink that much coffee. You can actually have a little. They say don't do it, but like you can have a little bit of coffee. I need to go like, can I make? Base. There we go. She was able to drink some coffee, and but not a lot. You can do that technically. So it's like one of the first things that she got when she got out of the hospital was a bunch of sushi. She drank some wine and had a really nice latte. Now you don't want this smoke. Get out of here. So I'm decaf or half calf if I need to boost. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I don't I don't want to be that guy, but it's like that's an aspect of getting old. Like I'm pretty sure the next time I go to see my primary care, they're gonna be like, your blood pressure's high, and I'm just gonna tell them I have 4 daughters, and they'll be like, all right, understood. Sounds reasonable. That's a whoa! There was a freaking bear. No. I forget what's my. No, don't sit. No, I don't want to walk. I don't want to die like this. There's a freaking bear. Is he following me? No, it's just this boar. This boar won't leave me alone. What's the button that I can press so that I can do my Ike Fear bonus? can swim! It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just get out of there. There's no way this fudging boar follows me. There's no frickin' way. I don't even want to deal with him. F. Thank you. Thank you. There's that boar again. Holy crap. I don't even have time for you jerks. I do not. I must go. My people need me. I actually really like this. I like the speed of the buff. Okay, we're okay. We made it. We got out of there. Did you see that bear? That bear was huge. How were you supposed to fight that? And there's all these like little gremlin guys. All right, I need to go this way. All right, it's because I'm in the Black Forest. That's where I'm at. I can hear them. Samir, thank you for grabbing a cup. Ow! Whoa! Whoa! 2 HP. Damn it! Not as bad as the rune bears in Elden Ring. Nah, you ain't wrong in that. Actually, no. Hold on. I need to rest. Cannot sleep at this time. Well, the hell with me then. All right. You saw that, right? Like, there is no way that I got punched. I gotta find something to eat. Oh, I can rest by the fire. Oh, okay. Well, that makes everything so much easier. And I probably shouldn't have left on this journey. I should have made a bed first. All right, if I die this time. Oh, there's a male deer. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I think I had the stuff to make a beehive, but I just completely forgot and went on my way. You thought I was good at this game? You thought I was a good gamer? Bold of you to assume. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? I need more stone. Oh, there's some berries. I need wood. Just need fallen wood. Then he runs. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. I got this figured out. I don't want to challenge that dude. Just want to make myself a rudimentary axe. That looks like some wood over there. Okay. All right. All right, now I got some food. Should be enough. There we go. All right. Stupid little hobbit thing. All right, day 9 corpse is right over here, which I don't need. Now there's the stone thrower guys, so I got to keep moving. Man, there's a whole horde of them. Ow! You jerk. All right, now here comes... I got to go this way. All right, so we're back. We're back. We're fine. We're fine. Everyone fine. Everyone relax. Are they still following me? Shit. All right, so it was here. Holy crap, get up on there. This is my hell right now. This is my hell. How are you supposed to get back? I should have. I think my problem is I'm trying to force it. I think that's my issue right now. I think my issue is I'm trying to force this. That has to be my problem. All right, let me, because I still think I have some food in here. Yeah, so let's get some boar meat. Think that... All right. Bad decisions, yeah. Let me just quickly grab myself that loot. I think that the thing is that I keep imagining that it's going to be quicker. I keep imagining that it's just faster if I just, like, just go and grab it. Just go and do my thing. Bing, bang, boom. Okay. Okay, all right, I got my food. All right, cooked deer meat. Is that different than... $35 stamina. Okay. Okay, all right. I think we're ready. I got my axe, butt ass naked. Let's do this. All right, so first objective is going to be getting across that first river, which that first river shouldn't be all that issue. It shouldn't be that difficult. Piss off. All right, let's get across the first river. Let's be strategic about this. Let's not fight a rune bear. And we've all gotten past it. You see, the thing is that this isn't deterring me. This is how I'm learning not to be dumb, essentially. That's what I'm learning from this, is like, just don't be dumb and don't rush it. Which I think is a very important aspect of understanding this game, is it is going to be a lot better if you just take your time and not just try to get it all done immediately. Move faster, yeah. I'm guessing I lose some stamina when I'm wet, right? I imagine that's how it is. I can't imagine that it wouldn't be. Like, I can't imagine that you wouldn't lose some stamina. All right, let's get to the river. I think these are the guys that chased me the entire time. Yeah, stamina regen is lower when wet. Got it. Wet is a debuff. Yes. Will admit I have almost 100 HP, so that makes me feel a little bit better. And corpse runs. But again, though, it's a survival game. Like, I remember when I first started playing Enshrouded, and truth be told, that was the game that got me into. Oh, hey, blueberries. That was the game that got me into. Oh, and they're all camping. Oh, that's not the corpse I care about. That was the game that got me into crafting and survival games. 100%. And it just took me some time. It just took me some time to understand. And the early game sucked and I died a lot, but really? All right, this is fine. Just want to jump. Just gonna move along this little bank over here and hope that hope I can outrun you little buggers. All right, this is the furthest I've made it back. I think I just need to build a bed. Before I do anything, I need to build a bed. It's good to know that there's a cave there. I can see my campfire in the distance. I don't see any more of those little troll boys. Take all. Wait, no. Let's... That's fine. There we go. We made it back, boys. All right, let's... I need a bed. I need a bed. Give me a bed. Where's my bed? Bed, 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 bed. Furniture. Gotta be placed under a damn roof. Hide in the cave. No, that sounds like a horrible idea, and I will not be doing that. Thank you very much. How do I not have? Oh, that's not just normal wood. That deer wanted to die. That deer just ran into me. Not my fault. What am I missing? All right. I need like a roof. So I need regular wood. And I don't think any of this... Oh, and then there's all those little bitches. Okay. All right. Now we're cooking. All right. I figured it out. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're good. Cave does have a roof, but there's always... I guarantee you there's monsters in there. If I have to run in... shits. I'm mad now. I am mad, Calf Dad. I needed to gather that. I heard you throw a rock. Pine gives both kind? Okay. I need... Guess that wasn't supported. Oh, and it tells you what's supported. Oh, okay. Can I claim this? Spawn point set. Thank you. There we go. All right. Son of a bisque. I'm gonna sleep. Go to sleep. Are made of wood. You are now decaffeinated, Dad, and no one wants to be around for that. Nobody cares. I just want to sleep through the night. Rested. I got my comfort. Crafting station is too exposed. It's F me, right? Still too exposed. Okay. All right, let's cut down some trees. I'll finish furnishing out this base. I want to explore in this weird, it is both simpler and more complex than you think. It seems that way. It seems like as I build like my little shack and all that, like, does it need that? I don't know, but does it kind of need it? Maybe. Okay. Okay, now I can repair. Now we're cooking. All right, now we got something. I can stop my death runs. All right, before I do anything, I do want to build. I need wood. I need more wood. Of course, I need more wood. I was a fool to think I want to explore this cave before I do anything. Good mixture of different crafting mats, cool design. Oh yeah. Oh, 100%. And again, I guess this is considered the second biome. Black Forest is considered second biome. Surprised that took forever. All right. Oh, get dodged. Get dodged, nerd. Get speared. Oh, wait. If they're made of... I do have a flint axe. Which one was I using? Is this stone? Yeah, that's stone. Where's my spear? There it is. Nope. Drop the frickin' stone. Thank you. I need my spear. All right. Let me build like a little chest. And then I can empty... No, just do all of that stuff. Or at least a good portion of it. How much... Okay. You were sparing him the details. All right. I want to check this out. I have my rested buff. I have my spear. Let's go check out this cave. Let's go see what this cave is all about. I have my respawn nearby, which is a very big deal. Ooh, a deer hide cape? Oh shit. Yo! 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 Let's be cool. Let's be cool. Let's be cool. There's a freaking troll in there. Alright. You know what? Let's... We ain't come here. Alright, let's see. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! He's right on top of me. I was about to be like, Mama ain't raised no bitch, and I got absolutely diddled by a cave troll. Jesus. At least I'm close, right? At least I have my little shack. At least I have my little shack. It's not a dragon barrels. It's not cold to show us the Dark Souls moves. He was sitting there waiting for, I dodge rolled immediately into a ground slam. There was no getting out of that. Oh my goodness. All right. I wonder if I can get my stuff. You only get experience for the first time once. Ah, shit! There's a bear, too? Okay, the bear doesn't seem to care about me. We don't care, bear. Would have been some kind of clue. Whoop. In and out, baby! Glad his ass can't come out. You know what? Can't kill the troll, but I might be able to fight a bear. I'm out of arrows? Are you serious? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, lunge attack. Lunge attack. Dodge roll. Miss. That spear does nothing. Oh, he's got a follow-up attack if you're still in range. Yes, he does. Ow. I wonder if axes would be better against him. We got to bait out the follow-up attack. So he lunges. Come on, lunge. I dare you. Lunge. Oh, that's a slam. That hurts. Woo. Come on, do your lunge attack. I'm still in range. And he goes for the second. Okay, that does more damage. Nope, dive. Oh my god, I do not have a strong enough weapon. Scared of fire, use torch and a bird. Well, now you tell me. Okay, so I just realized you can get diddled by a troll very quickly. Very, very quickly. And the bears, don't mess with the bears. That's what I found out. My stuff's right there. Luckily, again, the most important thing, the most important thing was that I'm close. Look at my body. God. Whoa, okay. Hey, yo, let's be cool. I learned from my mistakes. I learned from my mistakes. That is the most important thing you need to know for me. I just like the building because I don't die as much. When I build, I get to live. Actually, I need to build all over here. I think I got like a couple of pieces. There we go. Little meager shack. It worked. All right, let me repair my shit, though. But he has a resist to piercing blunt. Yeah, that's a nice looking little shack thing. You're welcome. My other half with laughter. It's 4 a.m. and in the kitchen making published wireless headphones. I'm glad that I provided the entertainment. All right, so in this stream, I think I got better gear. I got figured out the new biome. I made it to the new biome. I wonder though, do I lose my other base? Do I lose my other base completely? Or does that stay? I'm kind of curious on that. Everything requires more wood. Like, all right. Alrighty. I think that's for now. I think that's where I'm going to call it. Mainly because it's a little after 11 and the kid wakes up multiple times a night. And I need to make sure Captag gets to sleep. This was fun, man. I had a really good time. You just only have one icon. Okay, most recent spawn point. All right. I had a really good time exploring this, figuring it out, getting better gear. The fact that you guys set me up to get murked by a cave troll was horrible. I really don't appreciate that, but we got better gear. I'm still not wearing pants. I should probably make some pants here soon, maybe some boots. But I'm really having a good time with this game. Play more sometime. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to decide what I may end up doing for next week. Because I also do want to try RuneScape Dragon Wild, but I want to spend more time on Valheim. I might stream next week Valheim, give it 2 whole weeks, and then some time here and there when I'm not actually live. But I appreciate all you guys hanging out. I do. I had a good time. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope you guys really enjoy yourselves. Yeah, I know I'm only at the surface. I know I've only barely, there's so much more that I have to get done, but, I appreciate you guys hanging out. I really do hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I will be here live again on Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. Make sure to like the video, help share it around. I appreciate that, but I really do hope that you guys have a good one. And I do want to give a quick shout out to Dagoth for the $5. I appreciate you, buddy. That will definitely go to the missus, getting her a good, nice iced latte. Thank you very much. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys had a wonderful time, had some fun, and I'll see you on Monday. As always, stay caffeinated, folks.